Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, issue number 3. That's right, folks. This book continues to be very interesting to me. Like, I didn't think this is what we would need for the Shredder or where we would ever take him. But it is a distinctive idea that I think makes it interesting. It doesn't want to shy away from him being a villain, which I think is very important. He is kind of doing some heroic stuff, but it's for his own nefarious gain, which makes it a little better than him being like, I'm an anti-hero now working with this agency. I'm just using them and I'm probably going to kill them at the end. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I think he's going to kill Agent Avon at the end. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll be a nice guy. It's really interesting. Like, this is not where I thought a Shredder book would go. So we open up this issue. We are in Chincha, Europe, which is like a big organization. They do some technology stuff, and he's pretending to be Orokusaki, I should say. He's pretending to be someone called Tai-san. And this is just like a business whoever for him. There's like a lady who's like an assistant asking if his flight from Tokyo was comfortable, and he's joking how there was no champagne on the first class plane that he was taking here. So he's a little perturbed by everything. The assistant leaves and he starts looking out the window and sees the glare that is coming off of Agent Avon's, like, I think he says it's like binoculars. It's just like a glare coming through so he can see her, which means she's not incognito, which means if someone else is there, they'll be able to see her too. And she's like, you're using the name Tai-san. Is that somebody else that you, like, killed? You took his identity and his fortune? Or is that just, like, a fake business name you have? And he's like, oh, wouldn't you like to know? And then we see that another wealthy man here, Herr Baton, walks in the room. And he's like, oh, Tai-san, it's great to see you. Sorry for the delay. I mean, we could talk about all this stuff if you want. Like, we weren't expecting you, but you want to do lunch? We could go do lunch and, like, talk over this stuff, find, like, some private place to do it. And he's like, no, the pretense is already redundant. And Herr Baton's like, what? He's like, humans give off this weird pheromone in their sweat when they are afraid. It's like a very specific chemical signal that you can alert others, like, in danger of the pack. And he's like, since I walked in this building, every single person has been giving off this pheromone. Herr Baton's like, what? What? Whoa. It's like, you might not be screaming it at the top of your lungs, but somebody in this building caused everyone here to reek of terror. Now, I know you built something for this woman called the Mourner, some sort of bomb that she's working on. I need to figure out what it was, so can you get me the schematic so I can sabotage it? And Herr Baton's like, but we can't talk about this openly. And before anything else happens, like a big, weird, glowing pink light emerges from behind Herr Baton. Some guy runs through, grabs him, looking like a weird mad scientist, and he's like, you shouldn't be talking about this stuff. And they, like, blips out and leaves his legs, so his severed legs fall to the ground, and Herr Baton is killed or whatever. And Char's like, interesting, okay. Some interdimensional bleed from a short-range teleport. Very interesting. So he pulls out his gear, puts on his mask and his gloves, and realizes that there's more at play here. Someone's got some weird technology from something. He's got to figure out what it is. Like, that's interesting, man. Weird scientist has interdimensional technology that he's using to teleport. Pretty crazy. So Orokusaki walks out of the room. He talks to the receptionist, asks about the scientist that works here, Dr. Gast. He's pretty crazy. He's working on a project on, like, level 7 or whatever. So that's where Saki goes. He heads to level 7, starts walking through this laboratory. All the while, you hear Agent Avon trying to give him some information on this theoretical physicist that is Dr. Gast. He worked for the company a couple years now, and his experiments kind of grew in size, and these kind of got out of hand. So Orokusaki finds the room, sees that there's a bloodstained handprint on the door, walks inside, and looks at like a shrine to the insanity that's going on here. And essentially, we see a bunch of corpses with distinctive parts of their body severed, and this guy's trying to figure out the magical component that makes it all work. So Dr. Gas comes in, he's ready to attack Orokusaki. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I don't know if it's like a lot of stuff we have to get into detail on, because it's not like super important to everything being said here. But this guy has access to Utrum technology, and he's using it like to go through different dimensions and all this kind of stuff. and build the ultimate weapon component of himself. Pretty interesting. And all of these different bodies that are stuck here, different parts of their bodies are stuck in different dimensions. So Rokusaki's like, I'm sorry for all of you, but I think you're going to suspect that this is a mercy killing. And all the bodies that are just like floating there or like severed there, he starts chopping them up and cutting them, giving them a death. And it makes Dr. Gast freak out, and he attacks the Rokusaki, and they get to an interesting fight. It's pretty cool, you know, he's just like an insane teleporter, so the Shredder can't really get like a leg up on him. Fight's not going super well. Gets stabbed in the back with like a drill. It's pretty sick. He's like, all this power I have. Everyone in the world wants this power. It's so good. It's awesome. And Shredder's like, I've been to different dimensions. I've seen science and magic that is just insane. I've seen monsters and gods. It's all bullshit, and we shouldn't have it, especially not people like us who are very like hubris-driven and arrogant. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I think it's kind of an interesting angle to play up the Shredder going to a different dimension, meeting insane god-like creatures, and being like, we shouldn't deal with this on Earth. Let's just stay in our lane and own our Foot Clan or something. I think that's kind of interesting. Really, really different angle that you're not really expecting from this. We then go to Agent Avon, who's like outside the building. She's like, I got EMPs placed around the base. I'm going to trigger them, turn off all the electricity. And Shredder goes, no, don't do that. But she does. And he's like, great, now I'm fighting a teleporter in the dark. I can't see anything. But with the darkness, it does make things a little bit easier to see where the teleporter is going to start, because there's a spark emerging from it. So now Orokusaki can see where Dr. Gast is going to appear, which leads him to land the killing blow in his chest, and he takes out this guy. Pretty nice. And he's just like, whatever. All right, see ya. Go to sleep now. I'm leaving. I like it. It's just a Rokusaki being a little stinker. Just like, I don't care. Like, you're all annoying. This is stupid. This was annoying. I didn't really learn anything. Just like one thing I saw on a whiteboard. This was stupid and annoying. Cool to like throw the Utrom stuff in here, or the Utrom, however you want to say it. Kind of fun. So then Agent Avon's talking on her headset like, you see, I guess turning off the power wasn't such a bad idea. Maybe you should trust me more when we do on these kind of missions. And Orokusaki just says, you know, you interfered twice now on my field missions against my wishes. And because you asked me who Tai-san was he like an alias or a stolen identity? He was a friend to me once. And even though he contradicted me 3 times, I sought to keep him close. So his bones are in the cement foundations of the old Foot Clan headquarters. And Agent Avon's like, oh shit, yeah, I should stop trying to be chummy with the Shredder. No shit, babe, come on. So they get back on a plane, and you think they're headed back to base, and he's like, no, we have to make a stop first. There is a space here in the Mourner's designed for a magical component, and she does not seek to tear a hole in all of New York, but all of reality and everything you could ever imagine. So we see the Mourner holding like a weird magical device. For the life of me, I couldn't place what this is or where it's from, but I'm guessing it's a part of Ninja Turtle history. Looks pretty sick. I'm happy. So yeah, Shredder's gonna get a magical component now. I didn't think this book would be like set in an office and he's fighting like an Utrom-infused like mad scientist. But that's what you get when you read a book like this. You just never know where it's going to come from. It's really fun, really unique. It's a take on the Shredder no one's really done before, and I appreciate that a lot. Just trying something new with a character like this, never a bad thing. I would say for the most part it's working. So, the Shredder, issue number 3. I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.